So I gotta warn you going into this one. I am currently experimenting with new equipment, and by that I mean I have no idea what I'm doing. Everything doesn't feel quite right, but it also feels okay at the same time, so... How are you doing this evening? Yeah, so before we do get started, there's a couple things I do want to run by you. Obviously, it has been a second since I've seen you guys. I haven't done anything with RWBY since the break, because that's how breaks work. Yeah, so I still have not actually gotten episode... Well, that's not true. I've gotten episode 8. Yep, nailed it, because this one's... Thank God it's 9. I was about to look real dumb. You know, which is just kind of par for the course. Anyway, I have gotten episode 8 up, but it has not been unblocked yet. Again, I wasn't 100% sure how I was going to be doing things because of the break. Most other people were being normal humans and released it, you know, when they did, and that was cool for them. But I had a busy week and then didn't do it, and then was like, I could do it now instead, so it'll be ready for when the next episode comes out. It'd be fun. It'd be like it was my whole plan the whole time, so that it would come out like, hey, it'll come out on the break time. So it's like I was there in the trenches when it mattered. What does that even mean? I was like, I just didn't get it up in time. So yeah, that episode isn't out yet. I don't know how it went. Hopefully it went positively. I don't know. Again, I was a little sassy for multiple reasons. But yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. I know I enjoyed the episode itself. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my time with it. Anyway, there was that there. We're here for this episode. But yeah, obviously, last week or two has been a bit of a busy one. Because of the holidays and the end of the year, and holy shit, it's 2020. That's crazy. That's wild and crazy. We've been here for 2 damn decades. By we, I mean me, and by me, I mean I've been here for about 3 years now. But it just set in now because there's actually like 20 in the title of the year thing. Yeah, no, it's crazy. Anyway, I hope you guys had a good time with your family and your... whoever the hell you were spending it with. If you were spending it with Steve from down the road, that's great too. Point is, I hope you guys had a good time, you know, doing whatever it is you do. It ain't gotta be no Christmas. This is RWBY, non-script winter holiday. Let's do it. Yeah, hopefully you guys had a good time. Even if you did literally nothing, sometimes that's good on its own, in its own way. Anyway, so, but yeah, no, along with that, obviously it was very, very busy. I did not get any, like, new episodes of normal stuff out, last week. I didn't have time. I had family in and out and up and down and all around. It just wasn't something I could do. The other big thing is I got, again, new equipment. I have officially upgraded to a new capture card, which for the people who like watching video gamey stuffs will take notice of that. I'm sad that I did it after I finished Shield, but, you know, I suck dick at sucking dick. So, you know, it is the way it is. Yeah, basically, it shouldn't be something that affects, you guys in particular too much, but it actually does affect me on my end quite a lot, because I can now listen to it with fucking headphones. I can now listen to games with these things, which I could not do before, which means I had to play through my fucking TV, which means you could hear it in the mic, which, considering I now have a new mic as well, that would have been hell, because it's already kind of given me hell with the fucking fan. And most people would be like, hey, Shannon, just turn the fucking fan off, you idiot. And I'd be like, yeah, it's complicated. Yeah, so anyway, I got the new capture card, which is really, really nice. I can do that now. I can actually hear what I'm fucking playing at the time, which again would have been really nice for Shield, but I have at least for Fire Emblem and anything future we do on consoles and stuff, so that's awesome. But yeah, I also got a new microphone. It's nothing incredibly crazy, but it is definitely a upgrade. It is a step up. The issue with it is, though, is I have only gotten to be able to test around so much with it, and so, again, it's a bit better, so it picks things up a little bit better, which also means picks up this fucking fan a little bit more, so I have to go and do the things with the stuff and the editing and the do, and I don't know if it sounds better, if it sounds worse, or if it sounds just fucking the same. I don't ever know. I'll have to play around with it. This is the first video I'm actually recording with the microphone, so hopefully it goes positively, and if it doesn't, I blame you. Don't ask me how that works. I'm bad at responsibility. Yeah, so anyway, just as a heads up, we do have new equipment. Hopefully it sounds good. If it doesn't, I will cry. Anyway, also, I had to rearrange things around. I still need to figure out how I'm going to set everything up with the microphone, because it works a little bit differently, so I gotta figure everything out. I'm not using the big fucking arm thingamadoo that I usually have, so it's just fucking sitting there, and I always feel like I'm going to knock it over, and if I accidentally do, which I will eventually, I'm going to hate everything about me existing on this earth. Anyways, there was that. The other big reason, just in general, I would say is I am sorry if I'm a little, I don't feel like I am coming across that way, but I am feeling that way as a human being. Long story short is, I'm just fucking tired. I am. I had a bit of an extra long work week, this week as well, along with the holiday. It was the holidays. I work at a bar. It was to be expected. Anyway, I had a bit of an extra time with that. And I have also been editing my actual ass all the way off of my body. It's not even there anymore. I don't even know what that means. I'm uncomfortable for having said it. I do kind of feel like I'm on a roll for the talking, though, so shoutouts to me. Anyway, I've said nothing of importance this fucking episode, but, you know, it's one of my videos. What were you expecting? Anything else? You really shouldn't have. Yeah, I have been editing hardcore because your boy doesn't really edit. He doesn't. You guys have seen this stuff. It's basically him going like, there's the video, and then put the audio, and then put like either the video or just the subtitle bits. And if it's just the subtitle bits, I'll put a timer. And that's the whole editing process. You know, it's one of the nice things about kind of reaction sort of things, and especially trying to be as kind of genuine as I can, as I don't like to edit all my stuff a bunch, which obviously for some people is going to be a turn off just because, like, bitch, fucking, you talk too much. And I'm like, yes, I do. Which is why I don't edit it, because it's like, number one, that would be hell. Number two, it's me, man. So, you know, I think some people find it hilarious. For some people really like that. I don't know why they do. They're weird, but I love them for it. It's always one of the things that scared me the most. It scared me. Things that surprise me. Startling, scary. I don't know where I was going with that part. It's one of those things that surprised me the most about doing the reaction thing. Is it's always been one of the things where, like, I was expecting everyone were like, oh, I'd watch a show, and then they'd be like, okay, fuck this guy. We don't ever need to see him again. We're done. He's watching my thing. I don't need to see him anymore. But it didn't turn out that way as much as I would have thought it was. People are surprisingly interested in people's personalities and sticking around, which is interesting, especially since I have such a fucking weird one. So I really, really appreciate that, and it's really, really sweet. Anyone who's like that, thank you. You're a beautiful human. Anyway, so I'm not sure the microphone's gonna go. I don't know how last episode went. I'm tired because I spent the past 2 days, at least a good, like, 24 hours of the past 2 days, editing about 5 minutes of video, which will come out here eventually, so hopefully that goes well when it does come out to all of the, like, 12 people who might actually see it. It was the finale of S.H.I.E.L.D. If you've paid attention to stuff I did in the past on this channel, then you will know kind of what I was going for with that. It took some fucking time. Anyway, that is more than enough goddamn preamble in regards to things that have nothing to do with this fucking show. Let's talk about the show and it's in itself. Let's talk about my big fat fave. I don't know why I call it fat. Ruby, you looking great. Don't take my word. I'm a bad human. Anyway, no, seriously. I really liked last episode. I really did. Again, I am sad that I haven't managed to get it out yet. That was my bad. You know, I really, really liked last episode. Again, it kind of touched on some personal stuff with me. If you've seen other stuff I've done before, there's definitely some things out there which trigger your boy, which, you know, affect him kind of emotionally and in kind of a bad way. Like, if you ever want to see it really bad, watch things like Anohana. That really fucks my soul up. Fucks everyone's soul up, but you know what I'm saying. Things like that. Usually anything involving mothers tends to affect my heart pretty badly because, you know, it gets me in a bad way. RWBY in general has a tendency to kind of dip into little avenues which really affect me kind of in a bit of a negative way, but I still love it for what it is. It's great, man. This is my show. And it hurts so good. Yeah, so again, mother stuff really does kind of affect me. It's one of those things. So, you know, getting to see Willow was kind of a big thing. And, you know, we've gotten all the other, we've gotten all the other moms in a way. It was, again, to the mother thing, it's why fucking the Summer Rose bit for all of a quarter of a second that she was on screen last volume fucked my life up. Like, yeah, it's why I think Yang's scene with Raven in volume 5 is one of my favorite scenes in the entire show. It's so fucking good, and it hurts me personally. And then Kali is just a sweet potato. You know, she's just chilling, being cat mom. It's great. And thank God she's still alive. Yeah, so just last episode affected me in some ways. Shout outs again to having Caitlin Glass around. I don't know how prevalent Willow is actually going to be in the end. I fear for her a little bit. I hope she does okay. That's really the best I can hope for, really. Again, it's like a Pietro thing. Is like, I don't trust Rooster Teeth to not come over here and break my heart. They're pretty good at it, so I'm expecting it to happen. Anyway, Willow's a sweet potato. I hope she can fucking... I wish her the best, is the point. I liked her, and it made me sad, and I hope she's... does okay here. She's had a rough go of it looks. Again, I'm very curious to see how some of these things play out. Obviously, at the end of last episode, WEISS did get a inkling of, you know, a road to go down with. She knows that Watts exists. She doesn't know who the fuck he is, but she knows Watts exists. Speaking of which, Watts might have just deep freezed all of Mantle, so that's awesome, except for it's not. Yeah, that happened. And, Whitley was... Whitley. I'm still very interested to see how that goes, because I think Whitley's a really interesting character, because he's one of those people who's really easy to hate, but he's also one of those people who it's really easy to understand why he is the way he is. The answer is his dad. It's not great, and his mom to an extent too, because there's only so much she could do, and where she was, and what she was able to do for that what she chose to do for that kid. You know, it's in the end they both have a role in that. One definitely more than the other. But yes, just it's again, it's one of those things where like I worry about him, and I worry about him. You know what I'm saying? I worry for him, and I worry about him. You know what I'm trying to say. So I'm curious to see where that goes, and I do hope maybe they can get him the fuck away from that mustachioed douche canoe. Other things that happened last episode is we got to have some Penny Winter moment, which was really, really nice. It was also really, really sad, because they're just sad, and everyone likes to pick on those two for some reason. I don't know why that's... Jacques, you can just eat all of the dick. Plural, that's how all works. Anyway, yeah, Jacques sucks. Anyway, we also get to finally see a little bit more look into an actual kind of council, more than just that one time they sassed Ozpin in the past. So it was kind of cool to see that. I keep always forgetting who they were. I always remember the one dude's name is Slate. I think the other one's name is Camilla, if I'm not mistaken. And I said, like, I don't know who her VA is. If I'm not mistaken, that's also Harriet's VA, which I didn't recognize right away. But if I remember correctly, that is... I think I was scrolling on Twitter and saw her talking about being... Let's call her congressman. I don't think that's how that works. Like, chairwoman Camilla, or whatever the case is. You know how the names do. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, the same person. And again, Chad James was Slate, which was cool. I'm always a fan of Chad. Anyway, do I have anything else? Really? Not too much. We just threw food on people. That was another thing that happened. So that's cool. I'm curious to see where we go from here. I don't know if we are continuing on at the party or if we are going to be heading back from here. I'm not sure. Obviously, tensions were a little uncomfortable over in the land of Jacques and Ironwood discussions. I fear for James. I fear for everyone. And with that, I think I'm going to have to move on and just actually watch this episode, because if I just keep sitting here, I'll just keep talking about how I fear that WEISS's beauty and perfection and WEISSness will, you know, just be a bad situation, or a little man's Oscar. This is why he's not even here, but I fear for him as well. Like, I'm always worried something bad's going to happen. Again, RWBY on Twitter is never helping, because they're always like, yeah, yes, you're fucked. Like, don't say that, even though it's not the actual wordage, I believe, that I saw. It was Eddie Rivas basically going like, yeah, no, shit's gonna do a thing. So, I already knew that, but you didn't have to say it, Eddie, because that scares me even more. Damn it. I've noticed every single episode I'm opening up here is like, someone said some shit, and now I'm scared. I shouldn't be surprised. I'm always going to be scared. It's RWBY. Anyway. Oh, God, I love the show. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and jump into this. It's episode 9. Not 8, like I was worried I might fuck up before. I believe the title was As Above, So Below. Let's go take a look. Nailed it. I had to go from above to below to look, but I nailed it. I'm a genius. I really like that title. It's a good title. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and start episode 9. As above, so below. Fuck, I fucked it up immediately. In 3, am I recording? Thank Jesus. 2, 1, go. Awaken, toothed bird. You dreaming about a better world. You dreaming. A line, a single lyric, one whole lyric. I'll figure this out. Yeah, no, I'm really worried about where my placing is with everything in regards to like the camera and my mic and shit, because now the mic is bigger. Oh, and I keep hitting it. It's bigger, it's not in place it usually is, and everything's over here, and I need to figure out what I'm gonna do, because I have a fucking TV. I have a TV instead of like a monitor. And it's great for certain situations, except for I'm sure it's burning my eyeballs out. I know it is, because my eyes are fucked and I need to get new glasses a year ago. But yeah, so I have that. So it's like this big fucking thing, and this is always in the way. So I need to figure something out. I want to get like a taller thingy. That's what those are called. I want to get like a shelfie thing. Or I just want to replace the TV with actual monitors. Because it's a thing. So I got that, and I got a laptop, which is running everything. It's the big man of the house. The big old lady. I like to be inclusive here. Movie always looking so fucking fantastic. Please don't break my heart. Don't go breaking my heart. That's not how that song goes. How we doing, Mantle?
What's going on? Is the heat off in Atlas too?
They wouldn't just turn the heat off, would they?
General, since the day you were appointed headmaster, there have been Atlesians who are skeptical of one man holding 2 council seats.
Yes, which is exactly why we have checks and balances.
We're supposed to, but lately you've been running roughshod all over them, making unilateral decisions without us.
Councilman, I never intended
What people intend and what they do aren't always the same, General.
What? For how long? My authorization? Check it again.
Councilman SCHNEE.
Something tells me you need to be worried about who you make friends with, bud.
Everything that was just said. No further questions.
I'm not quite done yet. You're afraid of something, General. Aren't you?
I think that's pretty obvious,
Some,
Miss Hill.
some
I'm
scary
trying
shit
to
in the
prevent
world.
Atlas from becoming another beacon, another haven.
Yet you don't trust your own council to help you? Operating in secret? These are the actions
In the
of
defense
somebody
of that
who's hiding
statement,
something.
Leo was on the council.
not
You guys
hiding
don't
anything.
understand that yet. We
Let's
didn't.
put it
That
to
was
the
not the
test,
story,
then.
but. Oh.
You're all aware of my semblance.
I am.
Let's settle it here and now, General Ironwood.
Danger. Stranger danger.
Here and now.
Robin, I really want us to be friends. You're great.
Wait! You've got the wrong man on trial. I know who's been framing Ironwood, who rigged the election. And my father
Damn
does
right.
too. He's been working with him.
Rat this mustachioed fuck out. Both of these mustachioed fuck out.
Arthur Watts?
That's impossible! Dr. Watts died in the Paladin incident years ago.
What?
Ooh.
What is this?
How the
Play it.
table had flipped.
That bastard is costing me more money every day with this embargo. I'd lay off every employee in Mantle if I wasn't trying to get their damn votes for this council seat.
Oh, that is
said you could have your cake
a beautiful sight.
and eat it
Jacques,
too.
you just fucking crumble.
Have in mind, James Ironwood
Please
never
don't go terribly
recognized my
wrong.
genius. After everything I gave him, he still disgraced me. I simply wish to return the favor. What's in it for me? A seat on the council. All I need is your login credentials to the Atlas network. You promised to make Ironwood's life a waking nightmare, and I will guarantee you victory at the polls by giving the voters down in Mantle a little digital push, if you will. I always knew you were a good scientist, Arthur. But I never knew you were such a good salesman.
Enough.
That...
Fucked up, Jacques.
I can explain that. That
Go ahead.
isn't real.
Jacques,
Nailed it.
take your seat.
Yeah. WEISS.
Jacques SCHNEE, you're under arrest. Can I do that?
Oh, that was amazing. Oh, Weiss, you're the fucking best thing that's ever happened to me. Don't tell me true, I said that.
Atlas killed the heat on purpose!
They'll do anything to control us.
Don't those like explode? I wouldn't go throwing that into the fire. That seems like a bad idea. Sup, dicks? Yeah, I knew you was gonna show up. That's why I went with the plural.
I knew you'd stoop low to get what you wanted, Jacques. But this...
This is all a great leap, James.
No. It's quite simple, really. Now that I know Arthur Watts is alive, working with a
I'm
madman
curious if
like
that's
Tyrion
supposed to be
Kallow,
Nicholas.
it
Would
would
imagine
be
it
easy
is.
for someone like him to coordinate an unthinkably heinous act like the one in that warehouse. Watts designed Mantle's entire security network. He used that access to hack the surveillance system and frame someone else for the job.
He's a dick. We don't like him.
All while stealing an election. And once you
a
became
bad
a
look, bro.
councilman, your newly granted clearance gave him a backdoor into Atlas' secure network. But you probably hadn't even considered that, had you?
The people that died that night, their blood is on your hands.
It's like
Jacques SCHNEE
moms
must
and
be
shit,
tried,
dude.
Not only for treason, but as an accessory to murder.
Not that
These
that
are
would be
outrageous
better if it was anyone else,
accusations.
but I'm just
I only
saying.
intended to win the
We
election.
knew
I had
those
nothing
people.
to do.
Only?
What else will he be able to do with the access Jacques given him?
With enough time, whatever he wants.
Wait, what? What do you mean the heat has gone off?
You have to believe me. I didn't know he was planning this.
You
What
are
did you
going to
think
shut
he was
your
gonna
mouth
do?
And get the heating grid up and running again.
I've been informed that we can't get into the system. It's been blocked off.
Without heat down there, People are going to die.
General Ironwood? How bad is it?
He's using Jacques'
Not
credentials.
good.
We can follow that activity on the network if he's found his way into the Amity system. No. The secret is safe. For now.
Yeah, that is
But
definitely a worry.
if he
Especially
learns
since
about
Homegirl has an army
She
of
learns.
flying fucking
Can we block
barangles
his
now.
access?
It's too late. He's already starting to lock us out.
Can we trace him somehow? Find out where he's hiding?
He's going to be mobile. We need his access point. We need to get him out in the open.
Okay, so let me get this straight. Yep. Still here, everyone. How do a disgraced scientist and disappeared serial killer find each other, General? Why would they target you? And why are you working so hard to hide the Amity communications tower from them?
You know?
So yeah, we need to talk about how that happened, I guess. You two, please be careful. I love you both dearly.
Please disperse. For your bones may be. Please disperse. For your bones may be.
Oh, no.
Atlas Manta Team Delta, beginning first run.
Oh, we have, like, extra bad Goliaths now. Oh, that's not awesome. That's actually awful. Fuck. The shit
I used
was
to
that?
think you were hiding something to protect yourself. But I can tell there's something much bigger going on here.
Just a Sphinx.
Now I think it's to protect something else. Us. Atlas, maybe even all of Remnant. And you're afraid of what might happen if you tell the truth.
General, the Grimm are all over Mantle. The air fleet's doing everything they can, but they can't easily target Grimm in the city without risking casualties.
This is what I was afraid would happen.
Sir, we need ground support now.
What we need is to start evacuating Mantle. If it's completely overrun, it's not going to be safe anywhere. Use the fleet
If
to
I
get...
move the fleet, then Atlas is vulnerable. I tried to keep the kingdom safe. And now we're losing everything.
General? Earlier, you asked for my advice.
I wanted Ozpin's advice.
And his advice probably would have been to keep your secrets. When we first got here, you already knew that wasn't the right course. You had a new plan.
It's time to give up on that plan. It's all falling apart.
The panic you were worried about, it's already happening. The secrets you're keeping, they're about to be in the open anyway. It's time. Tell the truth.
You're not alone. We can do this together.
Thank you. Oscar, I think it's time you get back to the academy.
I think you're right.
Miss Hill, Councilman Sleet, Councilwoman Camilla, there are some things you need to know about. Let's figure out how we can help Mantle. Together.
I've called a transport. What about Watson Tyrion?
You leave them to me. Right now, you're needed down below.
All right, everybody. It's time to do our jobs.
All of us.
What she said. Let's make it happen, Huntsman.
Oh, I don't like that.
Oscar?
I
see
you
I'm
first.
sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Hi, guys.
I wanted
had the
to say
thought that maybe we should tell Ironwood.
Oh, well, I guess
Oh,
we're on the same page.
you
huh?
adorable sweet potato.
So,
the Ozpin thing still is the one part that really
finally
makes
choosing the truth.
you two being great
should do
really
the same.
weird.
I'll tell him. I'm the one who chose to keep it from him in the first place.
RWBY!
Yeah.
Transport's leaving!
I think you're needed elsewhere.
Still some important shit
You're
being
sure?
talked about.
Yeah, I've got it. Good luck down there.
This is
kids.
Hey, it's adorable. Fuck off. I'm scared.
All right, everyone. I need to stress to our new huntsmen and huntresses, we are prioritizing
Again, the one butler
citizen
lady
safety
scares me.
over
I've seen
killing
the whole
Grim.
green eyes
Got
and
it?
like dark hair thing before, and it went very negatively for one person. They ate a boot to the face. Oh, you two. Oh, you two.
She can control Grim?
That better not be what I think it is.
You really think you can stop her?
Yeah, she's complicated.
She can't be killed. Jin told you this.
She showed us when we asked what Oz was hiding.
I thought RWBY was gonna tell him.
Why would Oz keep this from us? From the people who trusted him?
He was worried we would lose hope. I'm sorry we kept it from you too. We didn't know who to trust. I figured you should know before you make any sacrifices. Sir? What are you gonna do?
All we can do for the moment is what we can to save Mantle. That's what's in front of us.
He'd be proud of you for bringing the hope that Atlas was meant to inspire. The city in the sky is held to a higher standard.
You say that like you were there. Our transports are here. We should move. Oscar. No more surprises, all right? I'm not sure I could take it.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that.
You and me both.
That's... Oh, shit. Okay, not quite what I was expecting, but still not good. That's still a dragon. Why are those always goddamn dragons? They're always assholes. I really like that design, though. Damn.
Shake it!
I don't think we're staying airborne. It's time to go. You have your team assignments. Let's go.
Landing strategy. Oh, that was satisfying to
Harriet,
see.
don't stay too long.
Yeah, thanks for the tip.
Are you blushing? Goddamn. Rocket Squad. Damn.
Try to keep up, kid.
Speedsters unite. Please, God, don't any of you betray us at any point. It's gonna be so upsetting.
Show off.
I love your guys' dynamic. Again, if it's Clover, that's gonna hurt so much more.
Highly unnecessary. Don't touch me like
Fuck. Oh, you two. Bud, no.
I'll be reporting this rough treatment. What's your name and badge number?
God damn it, I knew it. The little hop. Son of a bitch. I love you, but you're gonna do bad things. It's really bad when you really like the bad guys. Like, Tyrion's the shit, Neo's the shit, but goddamn, they're assholes.
You're back early.
She's good looking, though.
Tell
Always
me you
is.
found what we've been looking for.
Shit. This episode was a fucking roller coaster, man. And it ain't getting better. Look at this motherfucker. I really like that design. That's awesome. I was talking about there be the fucking Ruby Raptor reference in like the last episode, and then they throw one in with fucking wings. Give raptors wings. See, look at these fucking things. Now, are those just a different form of Goliath, or do those have their own name? They didn't have a name on the thing, because I get it since it's a mammoth, which is awesome. But yeah, that was a whole thing, man. I was not expecting it to flip that quickly on Jacques. That was satisfying to watch him cower like the bitch he be. Also, WEISS is fucking like, you're under arrest. Am I allowed to do that? Is one of the cutest fucking things I've ever goddamn seen. And also just so badass. Did I mention I really like WEISS? God, I love that character. Okay, so we have that. We have everyone up to date on who's fucking going on around shit. We have people knowing about Arthur being alive. We have, obviously we know that him and Tyrion are working together. That's good that they know that. Fucking James now knows about, the fucking what the hell am I trying to say? The Council and Robin both know about Salem, which is fucking bananas. James now knows about the secret. He took that way better than I was expecting. Thank God. I was concerned. It was also interesting that Robin's semblance didn't actually ever get used. It was more the threat of it, the idea of it, which was more a big thing. It was wild. So here's that. We got to see Neo and Cinder again, which is great for people who like me, really like one half of them. I like Cinder. I like Cinder a lot. I hate Cinder, but I like Cinder. Again, she's like Adam. Really like that character. Fuck that whole human being. Again, never works for Adam because not human tech. You get what I'm trying to say. Anyway, so it was nice to get to see them. Though that is upsetting. Because, again, I really, really like Neo. Neo is one of my favorites. I really, really like Neo. But Neo does bad things to good people. And that's where the guns... That's the thing is, I like the villains. I like Tyrion. But God, he's a bad person. Arthur's class as fuck. Fuck that guy, though. Adam was a really interesting shitbag of a human. Again, I keep saying human. Shitbag of a person. But a really interesting one. Fucking Cinder's terrible, but great. Salem's story is really interesting to me. I like it. I really like how it plays with fairy tale conventions and shit. Hazel's kind of class because he's the chill boy, but also is not upset with thrown down when he really doesn't like Ozpin. Like, I like the villains. Emerald and Mercury are really interesting, and I really hope we get to see more about them in their past as we go along, because fucking I'm the One is like such a fucking kick-ass song because of kind of what it did for those two. They're already just kind of cool as it is. Like, I like these characters, but God, they're dicks, and that makes it really hard to like them. Hashtag Neo, please become a good guy. Anyway. Yeah, no, it's kind of as... I'm a little annoyed because I actually did see that character before I started recording anything, because she showed up in a fucking picture. That being said, I didn't know who it was right away. That being said, the green eyes and the black hair made me go, that reminds me of her fucking Lolita outfit thing that the gothic Lolita shit that she had going on during the festival and the tournament. So I was like, it's probably Neo, isn't it? Why would else there would be just some random picture of some random ass fucking person in my fucking YouTube timeline-y shit thing? Why would that be there? That's right. I was right, sadly. I need to go back and see in that little scene what exactly she was listening to them say. so exactly know what word for word she actually knows that they know, or what they said and stuff like that. I need to go back and look at that, and I will after this. What else do we have? Again, we got new Grimm, which is cool but terrible at the same time. There's a lot of that. It's cool but terrible. Mantle's on fire and on snow. That's wild. Someone let loose a Calarian Darmanitan in this bitch. God, Pokemon has fucked me up as of late. Anyway, point is, there's that. Pietro and Maria scare me because I love those two dearly and I don't want them to get hurt, so please save them. It is only a matter of time until Arthur learns. I don't know why I've moved on to just calling him Arthur instead of Watts, but I don't know. I like having that personal level. I think it's the same thing behind of like why I always refer to YouTube as Susan, because it's easier to get mad at one person. Anyway, sorry, Susan. Anyway, but like, it is only a matter of time till he gets figured out what's going on with Amity, and that's a concern again, because she has flying monkeys, apes, whatever. Shut up. Yeah, there was a lot of room for things to get worse. Obviously, we still have all of the shit with Winter and the Winter Maiden, which is concerning. Penny terrifies me. Robin's concerning, even though I like Robin a lot and I hope she's okay and I hope she wants to be a friend till the end, which hopefully is a long time from now and not when she gets murdered. Yeah. Mantle and Atlas are really having a time of it. It was really good to see Jacques get the just get some comeuppance. That's really nice, and I'm really glad WEISS got to have her role in it for sure. That really made me feel good. Again, I'm still very worried about Willow and Whitley for obvious reasons. Like seeing Whitley like that actually did make me really sad. I'm like, fuck, man, bud, kid, my guy. I want us to be friends. I know I've said mean things about you in the past, but you've done mean things to the people I like. So, like, you know, let's be buddies, man. I'm sorry. Forgive me and I shall forgiveth you. And then we'll go on and you can be best friends with, like, Oscar or something. That'd be cool. Bros. Speaking of Oscar, number one, didn't see that, again, I thought they had agreed that RWBY was going to tell, and then he went and told anyway, which is a thing. I might have misseen that scene, which is always possible, because I'm dumb and talk too much. But I'll have to go back and look at that. But I thought that was what was going to happen, and apparently that didn't happen. So Oscar's out here doing his thing. Again, it's probably for the best that James does know sooner rather than later. That was harsh seeing him fucking crushed over it. That's not awesome. But yeah, Oscar and fucking Ruby's little moment was super goddamn adorable. Again, when it I'm not a big person talk about shipping too much, but there's obviously ones that I'm on board with. Arcos was the big one, obviously. Hard not to be, and if you weren't a fan, well, I'm sorry. But your taste is garbage. Point is, I was obviously very big on that. Obviously made a lot of sense to be big on that considering the show. You know, obviously I'm totally on board and a big fan of Bumblebee. I like that. I think it's really, really adorable. Was a big fan of Black Sun as well. I fucking love Sun as a character. He's such a fucking rad guy. Like, he's such a fucking good dude. Like, when you first met him, he was kind of a goofy schmuck, and then he got even goofier. And then you remembered he's just a really good fucking dude. So shout-outs to him. So I'm sad to see that, honestly, probably is not going to end up going his way, but you know what? That's cool. Maybe he'll find something else. Vacchio is a big place, I would imagine. Anyway. So I'm a fan of all those sorts of things. Obviously, Renora, and then but I always thought that dynamic with Ruby and Oscar was always really cute. The Rose Garden thing was always really cute. Again, it's also really, it's weird. It's really weird. But then again, Ozpin has always been jumping into people's bodies when they have relationships or haven't. Like, again, he was in, like, just think of the dude with the glasses who redid Homeboy's Cane. That dude had a family. Don't know if he had a family before or after, but dude had a fucking family. Yeah, it's weird. But it's only so weird. It's only so weird as you're gonna actually make it. I don't know. It's a weird thing. But anyway, I think it's really cute. Weird, but very cute. And I would be totally okay if that's kind of how that went. Again, the Ozpin thing is a little weird, but I'm sure that will be figured out. Eventually, he'll be more or less, in a way, gone. I guess. It's complicated. Anyway. It was a wild episode. Like, honestly, it was pretty wild. Especially since last episode, I was going into expecting it to be one way, and then it kind of went a different way. This one, I went expecting it to be one way, and it kind of went exactly that way, but then also went completely a different way as well. But more in the vein of what I thought the last... You get what I'm trying to say. It was a wild episode. I really, really liked it. Obviously I did. It's RWBY. I didn't have to tell you that. I didn't have to tell you it was RWBY either. You can read, probably. Unless you're blind, in which case probably someone told you. It's hard to do Braille on a monitor. Point is, I liked the episode. I hope you guys did too. I hope you guys enjoyed this little moment with me here. You didn't, but hopefully you did. Hopefully you'll lie to me and say that you did. Yeah. I am sorry that, again, it took so long for the previous episode to get out. Hopefully, again, that went positively. Don't know if it did. Again, I don't like to be negative and shitty, and I was a little negative and shitty. Justifiably, I'd say. But yeah, a little bit. This was a little petty, especially really petty at the end. Anyway, the point is, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I am sorry that it was late. But hopefully it gave you guys a little bit something to work with the next week, hopefully. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that worked out in the end. Maybe it didn't at all. Maybe I just suck. But anyway, there's that. And yeah, I'm curious to see where we go from here. I always am. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys next week for episode number 10. Where hopefully things will go better. They won't, but a man can dream. Dream of WEISS one day being a real person. Anyway, seriously, I'm gonna go now. I've said far too many times. I've hit my quota for the day, which means it's gonna be a problem when I go and say it another 47 times in all the other videos. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I love you dearly. Take care. Thank you for your guys' support as always. If you guys enjoyed it, please give it some love. Yeah, and just thanks for being awesome. Until next time, guys. Tools do as lemons, everybody. Bye-bye. I think I had an aneurysm trying to figure that one out. Anyway, bye, guys. Fuck. But really, was she allowed to do that, though?